So the naturally occurring coronavirus from the bats that they took, it didn't, the culture, human cell media culture, it just wasn't viable for it. And actually all these different components, they don't jump from from an animal to a human naturally. That's not how the creator designed them. But we as humans go in and muck around everything that humans touch. We screw it up. We're the cause of all the, the climate change that is being blamed. I mean, forget about climate change for a second. We are cause of extinction. We are cause of the loss of the lungs of the planet, the indiscriminate cutting down of trees all over the world. We basically screw everything up. Well, here is another example. We go in there, we start mucking around with things that we don't understand, and they're doing it for a certain reason. Why would you want to manipulate a virus that's naturally occurring to make it more virulent, make it more resistant, make it more damaging, and go against a government moratorium after virologists throughout the world had protested that this type of research should not be done? There's no function to it. It does not serve mankind. It only has the potential of hurting mankind.
Okay, and Fauci is the one that put that money. Why would you take something so dangerous and move it, out of your own borders into a place like China, which we've always had some type of competition with it? That seems so strange.
Well, it may seem strange to you and I, Brian, if we are innocent people, but now if we are inquisitive people, as opposed to being naive, we may want to ask that question, why? And I don't know the answer to that, but there are a number of different possibilities. But what I believe is happening right now, if I can just jump fast forward, if I can jump like they're saying this COVID-19 can, 13 feet, I'm just going to jump forward 13 feet. But by the way, the COVID-19 can't jump like that. I mean, smallpox, tuberculosis, and Ebola are the only things that are air transmittable. Everything else, it's a lie, it's a lie, it's a lie. They don't transmit through the air. If you sneeze and you've got a common cold or you've got the coronavirus or something like that, you sneeze, it's not traveling through the air. It's a particulate matter of sputum or saliva that's then traveling and that's carrying the viral load. It then lands on a grocery shopping cart or on some item, and then you touch, and then you pick up an apple or a banana or something, and then you eat it. That's how it transmits. It doesn't just flow through the air. Only Ebola does that, only tuberculosis does that, and I believe the third one is smallpox. The point being misinformation upon misinformation. And my outrage in that video that got taken out, the 9.1 million, was against doctors, like in scientists. Like, why aren't you speaking out? And I had a person who was one of the first people to have me on his social media platform a couple of weeks ago, Dominic Izzo, great guy, retired law enforcement officer. And he said, Doc, I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, because I think that you single-handedly, compared to all the media, everybody on the planet that's talking about the single-handedly, made more people aware of what's going on. And I appreciated that, but it's not a message about any one particular person. It's a message about truth. And the thing is that after that video, what I was so grateful for was so many other doctors not coming forward and talking, but they've been censored. We had the doctor from the ER in New York who clearly said the same thing that I had been hearing from friends of mine that are New York doctors, friends that are from training, but also friends, about 20 to 25% of our patients are doctors or their family members are doctors. So I've got doctors in New York that are very high up and they have like many clinics underneath them, and they're giving me firsthand information. Yes, there is more respiratory issues going on. Yes, there is an influx in the hospital, but no, it's not a virus. We don't know what the hell it is. It looks like a hypoxic injury. It looks like altitude sickness. It's a strange phenomenon, and the way we're treating it right now is not effective. They're completely